Sarah Melby, Director of Information and Research, and we want to welcome you to ACCE's Spring 2017 E-Tour. I am happy to welcome you to today's webinar, and we'll have an overview of the many membership benefits and resources we have on our ACCE website, plus many of our in-person networking and information resources. With me today are Susan McGuire, Manager of Professional Development and Programs, and Dana Ketterling, ACCE's Resource Development Officer. We're pleased to be here with you today for our e-tour. Before we begin, I have a few housekeeping items. First, all attendees are in listen-only mode during the webinar to avoid background noise. If you have a question, please use the question function in the webinar panel. Second, we will have some time for questions at the end of the webinar, and you can use the question function of the webinar panel. The question box is in the lower right-hand corner of your screen. Just type in your question, and we at ACCE will see those questions, repeat the questions aloud, and provide an answer. And that's what we'll do at the end of the presentation. If we run out of time to answer your questions during the webinar and at the end, we'll answer them individually after the webinar is over. Third, this webinar is being recorded and should be up on the ACCE website within the next day or so, along with a link to our Fast Facts Guide. The Fast Facts Guide is also available in the handout from the webinar panel. So all you have to do now is sit back, watch, and listen. So let's begin with this tour. I'd like to start by giving you a roadmap of the ACCE site, starting with the basics such as how to log into the site and review and update your membership information. And then I'll go on to talk about many more ACCE information resources along with my colleagues Susan and Dana. So we're going to start here with the homepage, what you are seeing on your screen now. And at the top of the homepage are 5 categories of information on our website. First, under About, this is where you will go to get information on ACCE staff, board, history, our location, and other information. Under Professional Development, which Susan will be talking about a little bit later, covers more about our convention and our ACCE University Online. Next is Networks, and Dana will cover these opportunities to learn and network more with your ACCE colleagues. And then under Information, I will be talking with you about that. I'm Director of Information and Research here at ACCE, and it's also known as HERO. So we'll talk more about that, and I will also cover ACCE's fringe benefits. So going back to our homepage is frequently updated with news you can use, rotating panels of events and listings, as well as new resources available, calls, division roundtable calls, and all kinds of events. You can click on more events here, and you'll see a complete listing of our online events as well as other chamber-related conferences and events that we know about. Finally, if you scroll down to the end of any page on the ACCE website, you will see a list of our official corporate sponsors. You can click any of the logos listed here for more information about any of these sponsors. So we'll go back to the top. I'm going to take us back to the home page, and we're going to talk about logging into the ACCE website. So a good place to begin is just by logging in here. I already have my login populated, and login is needed to access many of ACCE's resources, information, handouts, white papers, toolkits, surveys and quick polls, and then other types of benefits. So you will need to log into the ACCE website using your own individual username and password. You can log in the upper right-hand corner of any of the ACCE pages or on the home page across our website. Each member of your chamber should have his or her own password and username. If you don't know it, you can actually request it from us by clicking the login, and there's a recall button. You can click here to retrieve your password information. You can also contact us for any questions about your login by using Ask ACCE, and you can get to that from the menu section or from the information section, which we'll cover a little bit more in depth. Once you're logged into the ACCE website, you can click on the red lines next to this menu button and then click on My Account here to have access to information relating to your individual ACCE membership. This includes products you've purchased through the ACCE store, such as e-courses and online publications, events you're registered for, and then information on your membership. Some of these pages do take a second to load, and you can always click back into Menu and My Account, and we're going to go over some of these details here in a little bit. From the My Account page, you can see all of the different options you have available. You can access dynamic chamber benchmarking from here. You can also access it from the information section. You can also update your chamber staff from this button, and you can search for a member in the ACCE membership directory from this button, or you can click on the networking option for even more networking choices. Those of you who have organization admin access established can keep your staff roster up to date through the option to update My Chamber staff. And each person on your chamber staff should have their own ACCE login. CEOs are already set up as org admins, so if you're not the CEO and someone on your staff would like to be added as an org admin, you can just let us know. Use the contact info in Ask ACCE, or you can contact us later, and I'll give you the HERO help desk direct email, which is HERO, H-E-R-O, @acce.org. And once you have updated your chamber staff roster, our system will send out a welcome email with login information to each of your staff members. So as you can see, there is many more choices here, many more choices. So you can take a few minutes when you have a chance to review what's available. I do want to show you a little bit more about my membership link here. When we click on that, and then you can actually update your personal information. You can change your username and password or see an overview of your ACCE activity. If you update your personal information, I'm going to show you where you can actually update your professional interest areas. And this includes signing up for ACCE's divisions, which Dana will be talking about a little bit more in depth. If you sign up for any of these professional interest areas, you will receive specific emails from us on any of these events or e-newsletters, webinars, other information interest areas when you do sign up. So to update, you can just click or unclick any professional interest area, and then at the bottom you will click Save. And then also under My Membership, you can change your username and password, as I mentioned. So we're always also happy to help you with that if you use the Ask ACCE option. I do want to go back now to the home page and make sure you know how else to contact us. I've mentioned Ask ACCE several times. So in addition to Ask ACCE, you can also use our ACCE staff directory to get in touch with anyone on the ACCE staff. So that is under About, and then Who We Are, and then you can click on Staff here. And you'll see all staff with emails and phone numbers. Our staff directory is listed here. You can click on any name to launch an email or our phone number here. Under the Who We Are page as well, under About, we also have information on ACCE's history, our vision and mission, our ACCE Board of Directors, our diversity and inclusion statement, our strategic plans, and then our Horizon Investor Program, as well as past board chairs. The About page is also where you can see information about our members. And this is where you can access the membership directory. Again, we were showing you that under Menu, but you also have access here under our members and then membership directory. You can also search the business directory here. You can download the current ACCE membership logo for your own chamber. And then you can also view our affiliates. And let's see, what else? There's so many different options. Oh, and then you can also access information about ACCE's Horizon Investor Program and our All Access Pass membership level. So this all gives you an overview on how to access information on our website and general information about ACCE. And now on to talk about ACCE's networks, divisions, and communities is my colleague Dana Kennerling, and she is ACCE's Resource Development Officer. And on to you, Dana.
Thanks, Sarah. Hi, everyone. It's really great to have you joining us today. I'm going to take you on a tour of our member directories and networks, as Sarah said, and I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have following the tour. So let's start with our member directory. Within the member directory, you can actually search for individual members or chambers, and you can email members directly through this area as well. We also have a separate business directory where you'll find our official corporate sponsors, as well as business members and consultants who serve our industry. Additionally, some offer affinity programs designed to generate non-dues revenue, and many of them exhibit during our annual convention, which Susan will be talking about later, which is always a great place to meet them personally. Now let's take a look at our networks. We wanted to extend an invitation to join our networks, and we're looking forward to connecting you. Our community peer groups are specifically designed for CEOs to build peer relationships within groups that are organized by community type and size. With in-person meetings and exclusive online networks, our peer groups are really lively sources of emerging trends and innovative work being done, and we welcome your involvement. You can view the roster for each one of our peer groups through the link provided, and you can also email an individual directly through the roster too. Let's review our divisions next, another great way to connect. Divisions are open to everyone and are truly your home base. They're organized by job function, as you can see, to help you connect with your closest counterparts. You can also locate advisory, council, or community members by clicking on the appropriate links located within each division info page, and you can send individual email messages directly to division members too. Division advisory boards are the origin for most of our webinars, convention workshops, our surveys, and our online content. If you'd like to join a specific division, you can just follow the link shown on each info page, and you can sign up through your account under the heading My Membership, and then update personal information as you just saw earlier. Once you join, you'll receive e-news specific to that particular division, invitations to webinars on related topics, and also invitations to schedule division conference calls. We have a wide variety of divisions available, and we welcome you to connect with your peers and also share common interests with them. In addition to divisions and peer groups, we've also set up a presence on many social networking websites. Our online forums, answers, and connections are just a click away for you. We have several group channels on LinkedIn, and we hope you'll join one or more of our groups. Some of our divisions have their own LinkedIn groups, which you'll find within the individual division pages. There are thousands connected to our LinkedIn groups with great discussions and networking to engage in too. Our main group, as well as our membership and communications forums, are actually the largest and most active Q&A platforms in the industry. We also have a page on Facebook and an ACC YouTube channel. You could follow President Nick Fleming on Twitter and follow ACC updates by clicking on the Twitter icon in the footer on our web pages. If you're not already part of a group, we invite you to join the conversations. Additionally, we want to thank everyone already participating for the contributions that you make and the valuable expertise you're sharing. We have so many ways to connect and grow, and we thank you again for the opportunity to highlight our networks with you, and we'd love to have your involvement. If I can answer any questions, please reach out anytime by email or phone. It's always a pleasure to assist, and I really look forward to your calls and emails. Thank you so much, and Sarah, back to you.
Thank you, Dana. ACCE's networks are a very powerful way to connect with your chamber peers. And just quick reminder here, this webinar is being recorded, so you'll have reference points to come back to, and we'll take questions at the end of the presentation for sure. Now we're going to talk about professional development, and next Susan McGuire, our Manager of Professional Development and Programs, will talk about these opportunities here at ACCE.
All right, well, thank you, Sarah, and hello, everyone. Thanks for joining us. I'm going to focus on just a few aspects of our professional development program today, and I am going to cover a lot of ground, but please don't hesitate to contact me after the webinar if you have any questions at all. First, I will say a few words about our online education program, which is called ACC University Online. ACC University Online includes online e-courses, recorded convention and other training workshops, and webinars. You can access all of these offerings most easily by clicking on Professional Development at the top of any website page and then on ACC University Online. You can find e-courses here. These are online courses taught by respected chamber members and educators. Click on any of the courses to find a more complete description and purchase them if you would like. You can stop and start ACC e-courses at any time and view them as many times as you like, and you or anyone on your staff can access them. Also included in our e-courses are recorded convention and other training sessions. Convention tracks and individual recorded workshops are available, along with selected sessions from our 2012 to 2016 conventions. Our e-courses, including our recorded convention workshops, are offered for a fee that varies according to your membership type. You'll need your username and password to purchase them. Note that if you've purchased an ACCE All Access Pass, the e-courses are included within the pass, and they are also included within the Horizon Investor Benefits. So in these two cases, you or anyone in your chamber will be able to access them for no additional fee. It's worth mentioning that we're offering our 2016 convention sessions, both tracks and individual sessions, at great prices. For instance, our popular 60 Ideas in 60 Minutes membership session is just $5 and includes a written summary of all the great ideas presented. We also have many free recorded webinars within our ACC online catalog. The easiest way to access them is to go to the ACC University online page, click on Webinars, and then just scroll through and click on the icon for any webinar of interest. All the recorded webinars are included within your membership, so there's no additional fee for you or anyone in your chamber. The webinars are usually about an hour long. Where presentation materials have been made available to us, we've also posted those right here on the webinar page, and you can download them for free. We've done a number of new webinars over the past several months, including webinars on leadership development programs, renewal of chambers that have been declining in membership, membership statistics and benchmarking, chamber dashboards, community branding, education and workforce development, federal transit funding, and more. ACCE sends out a regular weekly e-blast on Mondays, which will include links to upcoming webinars, along with individual e-blasts announcing our webinars. You can click on the registration links in these e-blasts to register. We'll be doing additional live webinars throughout the year, and to get to a schedule of those webinars, you want to start again on professional development, hover over events, and then click on upcoming webinars. You'll see that our next webinar will take place on Wednesday, May 24th at 2 p.m. And 2 p.m. East Coast time on developing the character of our future workforce. Today's rapidly changing and complex world demands a workforce that's flexible, resilient, and equipped with a range of social and emotional skills that make the difference between getting the job and keeping the job. Our panel of experts will share how chambers are meeting industry needs by investing in youth character development. This webinar will be the last in our winter-spring semester. We'll be putting the final touches on our fall webinar schedule in the next few weeks, and you'll be able to find a complete schedule of those webinars right here on this page. We have some of them now. We'll be adding a few additional ones, and you'll be able to take a look right here. Note that there's no charge to participate in ACCE webinars. You will generally need to register beforehand, just as you did for this webinar, and to do that, you'll need your ACC membership ID number. So I'm going to switch gears now and talk about in-person training sessions. So in addition to our online offerings, we have several major in-person sessions each year, and our biggest event of the year is coming right up. It's our annual convention. It's held every summer, and the convention this year will take place from July 16th through 19th in Nashville, Tennessee. Information on the convention is on our website. Get to it by clicking on the sliding tile right on our home page. So registration for the convention is live. You can register for the convention by clicking on our convention site and then on registration, as Sarah just did. And there you'll find information on pricing, changing or canceling registrations, and more. The early bird deadline for convention registration is this Friday, tomorrow, May 19th, 2017. You can certainly register after that, but as you can see, you can save some cash by registering by the early bird deadline. You can also book your hotel room on this site by clicking first on Hotel and Travel, and then on one of the hotels listed. Note that you can book your room in the Omni Hotel directly by clicking on Omni, but that hotel has rooms only for Sunday and Monday evenings right now. We've sold out for Tuesday. We have added one more hotel, though, the Holiday Inn Express, and that has rooms for all nights of the convention. To reserve rooms at this hotel, the Holiday Inn Express, you'll need to call the number on the website right there and mention Association of Chamber of Commerce Executives, and you will receive our convention rate. And then as indicated on the website, the Hilton downtown Nashville is currently sold out. So the negotiated ACCE hotel rates at our convention hotels expire on June 15th, 2017. A word to the wise, though, whether you book at one of our convention hotels or somewhere else in Nashville, you should make your reservations soon. Nashville is a busy hopping place in July with lots going on, and hotel rooms are going fast. So if you're thinking about convention, I'd go ahead and reserve a hotel room somewhere. You can cancel if you need to as you get closer, you know, within your hotel reservation agreement, but we certainly don't want you to miss out. Workshops. We have a great lineup of workshops and sessions planned for Nashville, and they're organized this year according to our Horizons Initiative trends. Scroll through the entire list, or you can search by track, event type, or date. You can review descriptions of all the workshops and think tanks by clicking on Program and then on Workshops and Think Tanks. You can also find out information about our keynote speakers and our social events as well. Finally, if you click on Exhibitors and Sponsors, you can learn about the exhibitors and sponsors that will be joining us this year in our exhibit hall. You can also search by industry or name. So you'll definitely want to check out these folks at our annual convention. We'll continue to update the convention website with more information, so check back to the site often. It's going to be an exciting and informative week in Nashville with great opportunities for networking with your peers, so we really hope to see you there. In the meantime, note that you can get handouts from our 2016 convention in Savannah right from our website. To do that, you want to click on Professional Development, hover over Annual Convention, click on 2016 Post-Convention Materials, and then scroll down to Session Resources. You'll see the session handouts and other resources that have been made available to us. These are handouts from some of our most popular programs, and they are complimentary with your membership. One more note about our in-person trainings, and this one's hot off the presses. Our third annual Chamber Events Training Conference will be held in Atlanta this year on October 26th to 27th. This conference is designed for Chamber staff responsible for planning and running distinctive and memorable Chamber events. To get information on this event, click on our events page and scroll down to the Chamber Events Training Conference. You'll be able to register for the conference and book the conference hotel beginning in June. Information about general sessions and workshops will be available by late June or early July and will be updated throughout the summer. Note that if you have a great idea for a workshop or other session for the events conference, please complete one of the session proposal forms. Click on that word proposal in red, fill it out, and send it to us. I would love to hear from you and get you involved in planning for our events conference. And finally, just one note, we also hold an annual sales training conference every year, very popular. It's in the first quarter of the year, and this year it will be in March 2018, shortly after our annual, well, several months after our annual convention. We'll start planning shortly after convention, and I will keep you all updated about that through updates on our website pages. But while we're talking about sales and membership development, I'm going to take a little detour to mention the many opportunities we have here at ACCE for education and networking for membership development professionals. The starting place for our learning in these areas is the Membership Development Division page, which you can get to by clicking on Networks, hovering over Divisions, and clicking on Membership Development Division. On this page, you'll see links to our Chamber Pedia pages on membership topics, a link to recent MDD newsletters, and links to recorded webinars on membership topics. You can also download copies of selected sales training conference handouts from last year's trainings and the year before, and you can also listen to our recorded membership roundtable calls. You can also join our active membership sales LinkedIn group through this page as well. Now, if you're a member of the MDD, or the Membership Development Division, you'll get regular updates on membership division topics, and you'll get e-blasts when we schedule webinars or roundtable discussions for membership professionals. To join the MDD, click on Divisions at acce.org or update your profile online to add the MDD to your profile by clicking on Update Your Profile Status Online. You'll need your ACC username and password to access this page. You also can just email me at smcguire@acce.org. That's SMCGUIRE at acce.org, and I will get you signed up for the MDD. Note that on the MDD page you can also access information about the Circle of Champions program. Circle of Champions is part of the MDD, and it's a recognition program for chamber sales professionals. The Circle of Champions sponsors 2 recognition programs, our annual sales contest and our Lifetime Achievement Awards programs. You can find out more information on both of these programs by clicking where indicated on the Circle of Champions page. To join the Circle of Champions, click on Enroll Your Sales Team Today and fill out the online form. That form will make its way to me and I will get you signed up. If you have any questions about the Circle of Champions, please don't hesitate to contact me. I'm going to switch gears and talk just a few sentences about awards. I want to show you quickly how to get information on the many prestigious awards that are presented at our annual convention. Click on Professional Development, hover over Awards, and you will see the major categories of awards that are given out each year. If you click on any of the award links, you'll find more information about the award requirements, due dates, and the contact people at ACCE who can provide more information. The last thing I'll touch on is the Certified Chamber Executive, or CCE program. The CCE is the only national certification for chamber professionals. It's available to chamber professionals who have 6 or more years of senior level management experience and are currently in a senior level chamber position. To find information about the CCE program, click on Professional Development and then on CCE. This section of the website contains information on timeline, eligibility requirements, the application, resources for applicants, and more. We'll also be offering a workshop on the CCE process at the convention and then later on a webinar in the fall about CCE. It's worth noting that one of the requirements for the CCE is that you have accumulated over the course of your career a certain number of professional development points through education, networking, leadership roles at ACCE and other chamber organizations, and so on. You acquire CCE points for every webinar or e-course you participate in and for attending convention, sales training, or events training. So you'll get more points if you facilitate or present a webinar or at one of our conferences. So you're working towards getting your CCE when you participate in any of the professional development programs we offer here at ACCE. Please feel free to click on my name on this page and send me an email if you have any questions about the CCE program. We'll be holding a webinar in the fall, as I mentioned, and I will be sure to send out information about that soon. And we'll, as I said, we'll be holding a workshop at the convention as well. The application deadline for our 2018 class is January 8th, 2018, and I'd love to talk to you more about the program if you're interested, or maybe interested sometime in the future. Just 2 other final notes about professional development at ACCE. ACCE has a job posting board that you can access from the professional development page. And we also have a volunteer portal for those interested in volunteering for ACCE committees or getting more involved in ACCE in other ways. Click on either of these links to find out more. You can also get to the Job Watch page right from the home page. So that's a quick summary of ACC University Online and our other professional development resources. Please feel free to contact me if you have any questions or suggestions for professional development topics that you'd like to see us offer in the future. Thanks everyone, and Sarah, back to you.
Thanks so much, Susan. So that is that quick summary of ACCE University Online, and we're really excited and thrilled to have all of these resources available to you. So I'm going to next show you all about the information portal, and that's also known as HERO, the HERO portal, and HERO stands for Help Expertise Resources Online. This is the place you can go to get examples from other chambers, to get articles and how-to guides, and to tell you about how to contact ACCE's help team, the HERO team. And we're here to help you save time by not reinventing the wheel. So I will highlight a number of the HERO resources for you today. As I mentioned, HERO stands for Help Expertise Resources Online. Think of it as ACCE's member library. Our goal with HERO is to make it easy for our members, any staff person at any chamber, regardless of type and size of chamber, to help you find relevant information to help you do your job. There are a number of ways you can use HERO. First, there's Chamber Pedia. This is the online strategic encyclopedia for everything about chambers. This includes best practices, articles, toolkits. It's basically a one-stop shop for everything that ACCE compiles as far as resources go. It's a great place to start. We also have dynamic chamber benchmarking, and this is the management tool to help you identify trends and to participate in the operations and salary surveys. It's a benchmarking tool that helps you measure your performance. We're going to go into that in further detail as well. We also have the samples library. This is an extremely popular service at ACCE. It's basically a powerful library to help you find working documents from chambers like you with examples such as board member agreements, position descriptions, marketing plans, annual reports, and more. Basically, you name it, that samples library will have it. So we're going to do a little dive into each of these sections, and we're going to first take a look at the samples library. The samples library has basically close to 4,000 chamber working documents. We're on our way to 5,000. We're constantly updating the samples library. This really contains a huge number of working documents from chambers of commerce. There are things like marketing materials that help you promote chamber events, membership brochures, bylaws, correspondence with members, annual reports, job descriptions, and many other items. Even award-winning entries, such as our award gallery for ACE, which is the award for communication excellence, and Chamber of the Year. Samples are a great starting point for your research. You can download, edit, customize any document, and this saves you time. So how do you search for all of this? Well, we're going to give an example, and let's say you're about to hire a membership director. So there's no need to start from scratch. We make it easy. So we're going to start with a basic search. You can browse by any of these category types. You could also just use a keyword. We recommend using both, the browse by type and then tying in with a keyword to really help you drill down to find examples. So we're going to look for position descriptions. Let's scroll down here, and then we're going to type in membership director here and click go after we've typed that keyword in. We always recommend starting with a broad search via that subject term and then adding a narrowing search by adding a keyword or revenue filter size. We recently added also the community peer group filter, so if you are in one of the community peer groups at ACCE, such as destination cities, emerging cities, metro cities, and so forth, you can filter the results down to these peer groups. So we are regularly adding samples, but I'm going to just show you now. Once you have a set of results, we can take a look at this one. This one is from Mckinney Chamber of Commerce. This is an area you definitely have to be logged in to download. The first part of the sample gives you the title, a little summary blurb, and then information about the chamber and the piece, the date of the piece, and then oftentimes there's full text right here on screen, and then you can also click the link in navy blue to download the actual piece, and often these are in Word doc, PDF, sometimes Excel, sometimes JPEG, and sometimes or image, and sometimes videos. So a huge variety of resources. And we are constantly adding new samples. We're looking on the hunt for new samples, let's say that. If there's something at your chamber that you're extra proud of, or a piece that's really a hit with your members and your community, you can just send that on to us at hero, HERO, at acce.org. We always welcome your samples in any of those category ideas. Again, that was under samples, and then sample type is how you can search. I'm going to next show you Chamberpedia. You can always click back into the information menu or just click on the navy blue menu bar at the top. I'm going to click on Chamberpedia now. This is a chamber-specific online encyclopedia, and it has best of compilations in the 13 topic areas we work on at ACCE and that typically chambers focus on. We're going to hit some of the highlights today. These are those 13 main topic areas. We're going to take a look at this membership management section, and we often give a summary about this area of work and then include specific membership topics in that area. So, for example, we're going to click on the membership retention page, and I'm going to show you the breakdown of an individual Chamberpedia page. Within each of our 130 plus topical pages, you'll find ACCE Chamber, ACCE resources, Chamber resources, and other expert resources, such as research chamber best practices, chamber samples that are tied in from the samples library, articles and guides, examples of programs in action, toolkits, survey and quick poll results, and then anytime we pull in from dynamic chamber benchmarking or the operations survey, we list that. So again, the makeup of this example page, membership retention, just going to scroll down and show you. These are all clickable links. Here's sample policies, plans, and more on retention. You can click any of these that go right to the samples library, download the piece, and adapt or adopt for your own chamber. Sample renewal and dropped member letters are all on that page as well. And then samples of member surveys, plus another Chamberpedia page on membership surveys for more examples. So you can see really these are truly one-stop shops for all kinds of resources at your chamber. We often link to articles and then articles from chamber consultants such as Kathy Height, who we appreciate, who has shared numerous resources on membership and membership retention. We also include books and ebooks, and then convention and seminar resources from previous years. Those handouts we list on the Chamberpedia pages, as well as videos, webinars, and ACCE University resources. So again, we're listing out webinars from several years, from current to several years back, plus any related Chamberpedia page. We are always welcoming your chamber examples, again, to highlight either on Chamberpedia pages or to plug into our samples library. Some recently added pages, I'll just highlight from Chamberpedia. We added Chambers and Political Engagement, and that is under our Public Government Relations and Public Policy section, as well as a brand new page on soft skills development that ties into the webinar that's being offered on May 24th. That's right here, character and soft skills development. We also have been recently updating our board composition pages, our networking icebreakers, and then as well workplace wellness. So you can always use the search here at the top, or you can use the Ask ACCE for us to help. And if you are looking for an example and have any kind of immediate request, we are happy to respond to you in a very timely manner. I'm also going to show you dynamic chamber benchmarking. As I mentioned, this is where we roll in the operations survey and the salary surveys. It is truly a dynamic system and I will log in to Dynamic Chamber Benchmarking. It's a separate platform that recognizes you as your individual from your own chamber. So there are a number of resources and supports available for Dynamic Chamber Benchmarking participation. First, there is a support mechanism here, and this includes a quick start guide as well as our data collection worksheet. It is a downloadable Excel spreadsheet that helps you prepare and collect the information you need for each survey section. Back on the ACCE page for information and Dynamic Chamber Benchmarking, here there is a Working with Dynamic Chamber Benchmarking for great tips to help you get started. So Dynamic Chamber Benchmarking is participation-based. You just need to have at least 50% or more of each question answered in each survey section before you can download the reports or use the question comparison to view results. So I am going to show you a couple of the reports that you can get once you've participated in the annual surveys. I'm also going to mention that really there's no deadline except for Chamber of the Year. The award process does require participation in Dynamic Chamber Benchmarking surveys by early March of each year, and the Membership Achievement Awards, and that participation requirement is also by spring of each year. Otherwise, Dynamic Chamber Benchmarking and survey participation as well as reports and charts downloads is open 24/7 and is free to all ACCE members. Again, you will log in with your ACCE username and password. Then the survey questions are in those 3 sections, and then you can download the reports and run question comparisons for each survey section. The salary survey section is only open to CEOs, but if you have someone on staff you'd like to delegate, you can contact us either through our chat, which we're normally hosting Monday through Friday, or you can again use Ask ACCE to contact us. Some of the reports you can get through the operations survey, very powerful reports. I'm going to just give you a rundown here. Chamber operations report. This is our traditional ops report, which shows calculations and metrics on a variety of chamber operations, including revenue, board governance, structure and function of the chamber, staffing and HR data, as well as membership retention of dollars, accounts, and dues, and other membership stats, market penetration, members by industry, revenue by member, average member dues investment, and so forth. So the Chamber Operations Report is the full Cadillac, and the HERO team is available to help you understand what the reports are telling you and how the benchmarking really works. Your chamber will always appear here in a gold or other denoted mechanism along with the 25th percentile, 50th, and 75th. There are a number of new reports, including the Trend Report, which shows you data from 2012 through 2016, how your chamber stands in relation to the percentiles, as well as a new Key Performance Indicators Chamber Report Card. This is a really great report card, one-page overview of those key operations statistics. Shows you your chamber, your percentile, then compared to the other percentiles. Boards are loving that. It's very easy and quick to give to your board and your staff for planning. So I think that is basically all about Dynamic Chamber Benchmarking. We will be offering a number of sessions at convention as well as ACCE. We have the booth at convention, and I will be there to help answer all your questions about the HERO portal, the information portal, and Dynamic Chamber Benchmarking directly at convention, but you can always contact me through Ask ACCE. There are a number of other resources, but I want to make sure we have time for all of your questions. I'm just going to highlight some of the quick resources that you can get from information. We do have the magazine, which you can get online. The current issue, the latest one is the spring issue, which is all about Nashville. It's an outstanding issue, so that's a great one you can read fully online. And then other resources include toolkits, membership statistics, the Horizon Initiative, quick polls, and then recordings to HERO webinars. You can also access our ACCE bookstore, or for a quick overview of the topics we cover at ACCE, you can use our A to Z search. So that is a lot to take in, but I'm going to show you about Ask ACCE. Again, it's a great way to contact us through a virtual reference desk. You can always expect a reply within 24 to 48 hours. It's free to ACCE members. You can call us, you can email us, you can use the chat inside Dynamic Chamber Benchmarking. You can also use our contact form and then view frequently asked questions. So we're always happy to help you answer your questions and help get you to the most appropriate resources. And then I also want to give you some information quickly on our fringe benefits. And ACCE's Benefits Trust is a group of peers, your peers, which offers members access to high quality and affordable employer-sponsored retirement and group insurance plans. These include a 401k profit sharing plan, 457 deferred compensation plan, our Mighty Mini 401k plan designed for organizations with 5 or less employees. In addition, our group insurance programs offer life, disability, dental, vision, travel insurance, and the newest offering, telemedicine. An added benefit for chambers participating in any one of our 401k or group insurance plans is access to Think HR. And Think HR provides free and direct access to HR experts through the phone or email, plus it has a large HR library and 200 employee training courses. So that is all available under Fringe Benefits and then any of the menu drop-downs here. For contact information, you can contact Stacy Breslin. Her contact information is here by email or phone, and she will be happy to help direct you to information about ACCE's employee benefits programs. So again, you've just learned about a wide array of ACCE's resources and benefits. I know we're at time, but let's see if we have any questions, and feel free to type them in, or Susan, if there are existing questions, would you be able to read the question aloud and we'll address before we sign off this webinar?
Sure. I don't see any questions for right now for the webinar. A member or two are going to type some questions to you, Sarah, at Hero, but I don't see any questions right now. But folks, if you have any that you want to ask, just type them in the question box, and we will read them off and answer your questions now.
And in the meantime, while we're just waiting to see if you have any questions, just a note that this webinar is being recorded, and it will be available on the professional development page under ACCE University Online. And you will be able to access the E-Tour webinar here and then download our Fast Facts Guide. And again, that Fast Facts Guide is also in your webinar panel. So if, just seeing if there are any other questions, feel free to ask us anytime. Go through Ask ACCE, or you have our contact information under ACCE and About, who we are, and then our staff here. So any questions coming in?
No, I think
Okay.
I don't have any questions. So I guess we did a great job of explaining everything. But again, as Sarah indicated, please feel free to contact any of us. We're always happy to help. We know there's a lot of information shared, but please contact us if you have any questions that come up after this webinar.
Great. Thank you all. Thanks for your time, interest,
Thanks,
and
everyone.
thanks so much for being a member of ACCE.
All right.
We wish
Thanks
you
all.
a great